Hey everyone, welcome to Castle Wars with your host Main Command. I'm glad you could join me. Today I just kind of felt lazy, so I thought I'd play a simple and easy and pretty straightforward game. It's kind of interesting and neat. So there are actually a few ways you can win. One is if you build your castle to the clouds, and the other one is if you destroy the enemy castle. Those are the only two ways that I know of, but there might be another one. So yeah, the computer's actually pretty smart. When you're going up against it, it adapts and then it re-strategizes. I still haven't quite figured out how to skip a turn if all my cards are dark, so if anybody knows, please tell me. And I want to give a big shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching my stuff. It means the world to me. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. So a strategy that I love to use in this game is to get as many builders, soldiers, or magicians as possible, because the higher number you have, the more you produce the next turn. So if you have 3 magicians, you'll produce 3 crystals, or if you have 5 soldiers, 5 weapons, or 1 builder, 1 brick per turn. So that's really important to remember. But before I do that, I usually like to get my fence up really first and high so it doesn't affect my castle. So later on, if I manage to get like Babylon or Pixies and save up those crystals and those bricks, which I desperately need to win, and build my castle to the clouds, I can just do that and win without having to worry too much about my castle taking any damage. But then again, the interesting thing about this game is you don't always get the cards that you want or that you really need, and sometimes you'll get really lousy cards and you'll just end up losing, and other times you'll get really good cards and you'll end up winning if you don't make too many mistakes. And then there's always a toss-up, like a variation, so sometimes it's well balanced, sometimes not really. But the nice thing is that there's only really, I think, one card that I know of, but maybe a few other cards that can hit your castle even if you have your fence up, that can really, you know, take you by surprise. But like right now, I'm just trying to get my builders and soldiers and magic up, and at the same time just decimate and destroy the enemy castle. And a pretty sweet and useful card to use that I've found is extremely helpful in winning a match is if you just use the cursed cards, or like Thief for example, because then you'll steal 5 of all your enemy stock, and then you'll have a surplus of 5 of all of your stock, and that can give you a huge boost in the game, and it can be the difference even if you're really behind, and give you that chance to catch up and win the game. So that's what I try to use whenever I get the chance or opportunity. But then again, you have to re-strategize and save up your crystals or weapons or bricks for any particular kind of card that you want to use, all the while trying to figure out what your enemy wants to do, or how he's going to try to attack you, because you might have everything set up and then your enemy might just try to spring a card and then take down your resources that you had enough, and then you can't use that particular card and you have to wait next turn, and that's the difference between winning and losing. So it's kind of an interesting game. And if you're bored out of your mind, or if you like to play card games in general, especially strategy games, then this is definitely the game for you. And it's a really great and fun game to play. I've had some pretty crazy matches where I was down and out, and somehow I managed to come back against all odds and win the match. And then I've had another match where I was just so far ahead, and I was just so close to having my tower built to the sky, and I was just about to win, and then the computer just pulled out a card or made like a move or a tactic that just hit my castle, and then I started losing ground slowly, and then my castle just started going down. My fence was taking hits, and every move that I was making was decent, but for some reason it wasn't as good as my opponents, and then I ended up losing. But those were some really tough and intense matches. And then there were other times where I was just so behind, and then against all odds I managed to just come back and then take the match and then, reign victorious. So yeah, as relaxing and calm as this game is, it can be really intense, and then it can really get you going. And it can be pretty crazy. even though it's a pretty simple and straightforward card game, it can be pretty complex just with the combos and stuff and whatnot. Different cards affect different things, and the outcome is just, you don't know really what to expect. Because even 4 moves down the road can affect you when you make a current move, just by the cards you get or the strategy that your opponent implores. But yeah, see, so I managed to come back from this, which is really nice. So I'm kind of hoping I'm going to take this match. But then again, you never know. So far, the odds of winning are shifting on my side, which is really nice. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching another one of my videos. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment below, and as always, please subscribe. And yes, we won! Congratulations, you won. We did it, guys. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.